Hi, everyone. Welcome back. If you're joining us again from last week, this is Jason with Tabletop Beard, one of the founders, and we're doing our second playthrough of Avowed. If you recall, last week we got through the starting area and we made some new friends, and so I'm excited to see where things go from here. So let's just dive into this. If you remember, we left last week where we were coming into the little city here. So it looks like we do have some points to spend. So let's take a look at what these options are. I feel like that's something I probably should have been paying more attention to last week. So I've got an attribute point here to spend. So I am going to, let's see here, stamina, elemental resistance, max essence. I think I am going to go with intellect. I kind of like to stack my base stats. Let's see here, common wand, we're gonna stick with that. Common grimoire, we're gonna stick with that. Hammer, we're not gonna use that. Inventory, oh, we got a couple other things up here. I keep doing this. I keep trying to get over to the right there. So I got essence potion, burn lady. It does look like down here at the bottom, you can see that 41.5 out of 156. That is where we are on our inventory right now. So we do have some space left. Got 3 pelts here. If we go to our journal, we've got a message of afar. So we're at the Paradise docks, and so we're going to try and find a member of the local militia who's waiting to receive us. Okay, there's our map. So that's where we gotta head up to. So we're right here on this dock. So let's go back to our journal here. Let's take a look at a couple of these other items. Dock, lore, pillars of eternity. So Audra, that's the green rock structures that we saw last week. The senior officer's reprimand. So this is that letter that we found on the boss at the end of the last playthrough. So tutorials, quest. Not sure like why that exclamation point won't maybe if I click read all. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see what we gotta do here. So I get the feeling that we're gonna have a little bit of exploration here potentially, but I do see some ropes, so it's not like I can jump out in the water. There's our 2 partners, Garrick and Alora. Nice to see you again. Talk to this guy. Oh. Alright. Looks like there's some side chatter going on back here. Do I need to go talk to these people?
Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency, but you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway.
Alright. I'm not really wanting to be a creepy, flirty guy, so I'm gonna go with option 1 here.
Try to survive. Same thing I do every day. There are always crews looking for hands. I'll find more work somewhere.
Alright.
Not all of them, but it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place.
There's me, if you forgot what I look like.
Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place. Alright? Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
Alright, so I guess that's where we part ways, so Alora won't be joining us. What about you, Garrick? Where are we at?
Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did. I don't know. It's all just sinking in. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink.
Alright, sounds like Garrick's not going to be hanging out with us.
You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything.
That we can, right?
Same to you.
Alright,
You'll
well,
make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
I'm going to miss the both of you. We had a nice little adventure there together. Alright, let's head up the dock here. So, I'm assuming we got to talk to these guys.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh, probably died at sea. Good riddance.
It's a rather intimidating guy there on the right. But looks like they're not too fond of my presence here, so let's see. So I am the Imperial Envoy. So I'm not going to try to strong arm these people. That's not really my style. So I won't be smart either. Let's just go for a safe option here.
Oh, you are?
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Wow. Just right on straight to my looks, huh? Let's see here. I'm gonna go with some resolve here. Let's try that.
Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
Alright. Claviger, huh? That's what I want to know. I want to know what that is.
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
Alright. Well, let's see what this gets us.
No, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
Alright, let's get that missive delivered.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
Alright. Yeah, I like that idea. I want to partner up with this guy.
See, Cynric? I knew someone would appreciate me for me.
Of course.
Hi, before you go, I just hate to send the Envoy out there. The wilderness is no place for a scholar. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
Alright. Yeah, let's see what's going on about
The
this
Steel
Steel
Garrote are
Garrote.
here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
Yeah, I like the perception option here.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Nadir isn't any better than it is here.
You tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back.
Alright. Go
They're an
option
order
1.
of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
Okay. Should I know
I
her?
heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out.
Interesting. Maybe some resurrection magic. What do you think? Alright, yeah. I like this option. It's kind of silly if you ask me.
Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later.
Alright.
First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger.
Alright. Let's see here. Seasoned soldier and a mercenary. Okay, so you can draw aggression, so maybe a little bit of a tank. Let's see here. He's got a shotgun. And you can burn away brambles. Okay. Kind of like Kai.
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
See if we have any dialogue options with him.
The Dream Scourge has driven people
Nope.
to the city. Means more bandits on the road.
Claviger's Landing Beacon. Is that what that is? Oh, that's... never mind. That's a decoration.
Left these beacons all over the island. They're good
What's
for
going
finding
on down
new
here?
City's getting crowded.
Maybe we can get down there and talk to them. Anything over here?
Think, dimwit.
Let's go down here and see what these people have to say. They seem suspicious.
Keep walking, Outlander.
Hey! Better watch your step.
Alright, nothing exciting there. Just some typical muttering.
Piss off.
What are you looking at?
Jago the Seawolf. Oh, that's interesting. Locked door.
Wouldn't want. Don't test me.
Alright. We have over here some weapons. Fishing poles. I thought I saw weapons, but I guess I didn't. I lied. That's quite the interesting selection of those fish that we got there. Looks like some cod and some salmon, maybe. Sea salmon. Alright. Let's head up these stairs. Alright.
How
We got
hard
a
is it to answer a question?
quest.
I don't
Quest giver.
trifle with souls, man.
They're
Yeah,
tearing my home apart. Never mind.
wow. You want us to rough this guy up or something?
Can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher?
Kind of inclined to go with the Arcane Scholar option when it's available.
That's a long way to walk. Oh well. The house is probably a loss by now. I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
What are Zorips? Did we encounter them? Are they the mushroom people, or is this something else? Oh, giant lizards. Okay. Alright.
Why did they do anything?
They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Hmm. Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
Oh, it looks like we got a side quest.
Thank the gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand. But then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. Azorib saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
All right, it's a good thing that we're pretty good at doing that, I guess, right?
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
All right, cabin fever. Find DeHangen's cabin. All right, so I see we got some mushrooms in here. So mushrooms must be just kind of a normal part of life. So did we have like some mushrooms go bad or something? It's trying to tell me to take a look at the map. Let's see what the map shows. What is this? Claviger's landing beacon. We just came from there. Did I miss this? I guess we should probably go back and take a look at that. I think I remembered seeing it on there. It was probably that thing I pointed at, but maybe I was supposed to interact with it or something. Clavinger's landing beacon. So here's where we are. So there's nothing that can be done there. So we must just need to move on. Alright. Nearby stores. So we can buy some stuff. Interesting. Alright, let's see what Lena is selling.
Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to... Kai,
It looks like Jessica Jones, I think.
Again.
Is
Come
that
on.
Kristen Ritter?
You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around.
Yeah, it looks
You
like
must
Kai's been
be.
up to some shenanigans
I'll let
around
you do
here.
that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
Let's see what you have for sale. Alright, so how much money do I have? We got 477 gold, it looks like. So do I want to buy any of this stuff? See your damage reduction. Is there like a item comparison of some kind? Let's see. I don't see that. Trying to see if there's a way to my inventory. Let's see here. Weapons, armor. So right now I've got the common robe and common Adrian armor. So 2% damage reduction. This one actually looks like I should be wearing the robe. Interesting. Well, let's see what we got over here. So we got 2% damage reduction. I feel like the stamina, the essence hit is what I want to avoid. I don't really see anything that gets me excited, so I'm just going to skip this for now. But let's see, is there stuff that I can sell that I have? Common bow. I'm going to hang on to that. Daggers. I feel like some of the stuff I should probably break it down into materials. I don't know that the value is going to be there for selling it, so I'm going to hang on to it for now until I start getting into some inventory issues. Alright. Another merchant.
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. If you're looking for a weapon or a shield, talk to Walter over there. Just don't expect much.
Alright. Gonna look at the wares here. So, essence potion. So, how do I see how many of those I've got? Armor, clothing, consumables. So I've got 1 and 4 health potions. I've only got 477 gold though. So I'm not like super excited about spending like a fifth of my money on a potion, but I feel like I should probably get one more of these. Yeah, let me get one more of those. Alright, so we're gonna stick with that for now. Alright.
I've come in search of lost treasure.
Hmm.
It's a fine day for adventuring. Greetings, Scotland.
A little bit of a bustle and activity. Test your metal. Okay, so there's an arena. Magrin's Essay. So the Cosmina Weapons Master. I'm not really big on arena type challenges. I like to just play through the game. I know some people like this stuff, but I never really like to get distracted with things like that. So, let's see, anything up here? No. Alright, so it looks like I need to head that way. There's a little bit of exploring over here I can do, so let's go check out what's over here. Looks like I could drop down in there. Maybe I'll drop down in there after I check out what's up here. Nothing there. Got, what is this? We got some kind of acting, dancing thing going on. Any idea what's going on there, dude? Looks like your mug is going right through your leg there. That's not normal. So let's see here. I could eat some stew. Am I gonna get in trouble for stealing any of this stuff? I don't know. What is that? Not sure what the heck that little exclamation thing on the bottom is there, or how to get to that. We are pretty high up, aren't we? You can see there's mushrooms over there. That's where those people were chatting. Can we chat with any of these people? Doesn't look like it. Not quite sure what they got going on here. Some kind of a dance recital. I'm not gonna drink any alcohol. Alright, some interesting. Nobody's trying to fight me, so I think I'm okay. I'm gonna eat this stew. I'm just gonna take it. Mariner's porridge. I'm gonna take that too. You know, nobody's like getting mad at me, so you know, sometimes in these games, like, I wonder if I can give that to Kai, maybe. To let you like mess with their inventory.
Tensions in the city and threats outside,
I know, like in Fallout, your companions, you can give them weapons and stuff. Alright, let's head down here. Let's see, what's down in this area? I think we were in there already, but let's just drop down.
Move along, please. Are all paradisans like this?
Let's go back and look at that.
Don't think you can come over here and try to strong arm me too.
Look at all these mushrooms in here. So this is where we were earlier. So we can come back through this way. Pig pen. animal pen of some kind. Oh, is that one of those stones that's like a bridge to the afterlife there? Wonder if we'll hear any voices when we walk over it. There's a lot going on over there too. I feel like that's gonna be part of the equation at some point. I'm not gonna head over that way yet. This guy's got a quest though.
Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
I know you. You mapped the Deadfire.
Ho ho! So you are familiar with my work. It's a pleasure to meet one as cultured as you. It was arduous work, but I couldn't have done it without help. Speaking of which, listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
Let's see here. We'll go for the intellect option.
I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
I don't think I have. I haven't done that
He
either.
must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
Okay.
Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Island.
Eastern
You're
ruins,
welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
All right.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
All right. Kai's got kind of a bit of sass to him. All right, let's go check out this. Where's the eastern ruins at? These, okay. So I think we're getting a little bit away from where we should be. Journal. Okay. Quests. All right, side quests. So we've got cabin, and we've got. Well, that one looks. I see a sword with a skull on it. That seems like it's kind of a difficult one. Maybe we stick with the cabin one first. So then find the strangle route. I wonder if that's what we're seeing up ahead there. So it's over that way. Alright, so let's take a look at the cabin fever quest first. Where's that? I'm missing the quest marker. Right there. Alright, let's go do this little side quest first. I want to see if any voices come up on this, though. No, nothing there. Set up party camp? I don't think we need to do that. So we'll go over here. Oh, what's in here? Just some water. Alright. Side quest time.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. It's a dangerous frontier out there.
Alright. Thanks for the warning. Seems like it's a little bit further away than what I was expecting, but we're gonna head over there anyway.
Long way down too.
Beautiful view, that's right. Look at that, down there. It's over on this side. Same thing. I see some lizard guys over there, so I think we're gonna get in a fight here. Oh shoot. Better get my wand ready.
Zarabs. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. To your left.
Dude's healing. Wow. Wow, that was awesome. Alright. Let's help out our buddy here. Alright, we got anybody else here?
Just like the good old days.
No, doesn't look like it. Cooked rabbit. Alright, let's get that. Common spear and a Zarab tongue and a soul patch. Throwable item. Okay. Nice. So that's already on my RB there. Alright, so we could go that way, but the quest is over here. So let's do the quest first. Alright. Got a little bit of a cabin here. A little bit more than a cabin, I'd say.
It's the Zarabs now.
I don't see any Zarabs. We did find the cabin, though. Can we go inside? It's locked, but we're gonna open it. Okay, we got multiple Zarabs in here. Let's try using our bomb. Alright, took care of that guy. Go ahead and burn this guy. Cook, cook, cook. Alright. I think we're in here and getting what we need. Alright. Skull and bone, alright. And a health potion. Copper. Or copper. And we got a chest. How about that? Copper. Alright. Upgrade material. So I can use this to improve weapons and armor. Alright. Taking that too. Crude wall painting.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarab holding hands. What do you see? You'd know better than me. Take a look around before we go.
Kind of looks like an elf dancing with a Zarab and a bunch of other Zarabs dancing around them. Interesting. We got some handprints there. Destructible wall, huh? I don't think I've got an artillery spell that I can use. I don't really know that I need to. I mean, that's just going to take me to the other side there, probably. So let's just open this door. Alright, we got a journal. Okay. Alright.
Anything juicy? Well, Dehangan's the only one who can make sense of it. We should talk to her.
Great idea, Kai. I like that. What do we got here? We got some eggs. Eggs. Interesting. Box. Break this one. All right. All right. A lot of boxes in here we break. All right, got some more artwork there. 363. All right. I think we got what we came for. Now, just take a quick peek around and see if there's anything on the backside. Oh, this is interesting. So that's where I was. No need to go in there. Got some beautiful ocean scenery here to look at. Okay, got somebody's little hut over here. Guess you can't go in there. What is this? Paradisant ladder. Interesting. Looks like you can go this way. I don't know that there's much point in this. Much purpose, but you never know. There could be some secret. Can I get back through there? Probably not. No. Alright, let's just go back around. Alright. So we've got the journal that we needed. We can head back, turn this in. Alright, let's make the leap. Okay, so we could go that way. I see a Czar up down there. Outlaw thug. I see something there. I mean, we may as well. Let's just go down here and see what's going on here. So these are not. These guys seem like they could be a little bit tougher than the lizard guys, but we're gonna. Not that tough though. This guy, I mean, did he just not see what happened to his friends? Alright. Alright, these guys drop anything? I have room guard, iron chunk, cabbage. Must be for the avatar friends. Alright. Tomato. And Zarb tongue. Anything in here? I don't see anything really worth looking at. Let's take a quick peek at our map. So we do have this whole area here we could be getting into. So that's the strangle route. That's our main quest. So we got to work our way that way anyway. But I can come back here. Is there like a fast travel? Oh, how about that? So we can fast travel. So I could fast travel back there. Okay, well, let's do a little bit more exploring here. I do like to kind of check out what's going on the map. You know, we were right here, the cottage. We did miss out on this little island here. I think we should go back and see if we can jump across there. Let's head back over this way real quick. These are the types of things that you kind of discover, and it's always fine to backtrack later on, right? So let's go this way. Pretty sure this is where we were. Apply. Oh, I got ability points. Ability tree fighter. So that's not what I am. I am a wizard. That's what I'm gonna be. Okay, so I've got minor missile, And so I've got 1 point available. Armored Essence. So looks like I can upgrade some of my spells here. So I've already got a rank 1 on the minor missile. So I need to make sure I remember to use that too. I always forget spells and then I don't use them. Okay, Armored Essence. So I can decrease my deal there. Rank 1, a grimoire with this spell. So I gotta get a grimoire that has that spell in order to unlock it. So I'm gonna unlock this. I mean, the grimoire I've got, I'm assuming if I unequip it, then I lose these spells, but maybe I can lock these in for myself if I pick them. So I like this Fan of Flames. So rank 1 unlocks Fan of Flames. Alright, so keeping that for myself. And then I see we've got a companion one too. So, oh, godlike abilities, huh? So, what do I have for options here? I don't have anything yet. Okay, let's go to companion. So, Kai. Alright. So, he doesn't have any points to spend yet either. So, alright. So, journal abilities. Does show upgrades. Greatly increases the amount of stun and dealt by fire and ice. Reduces the cooldown. I kind of like being able to use it more often. Let's go with that. Do I get 2 options here? How many points do I have to spend with this guy? I don't see it. Oh, it's like gonna use gold is what it's gonna do. I can just change it as all. Unbending defense. Leap of daring. Second wind. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's get that. Alright, I think that's it. Alright. Still have unspent attribute points? What am I missing? I'm not missing any points. Yeah, I've got all my points spent. Alright. Let's see what's across the bridge here. Oh, that guy's kind of scary. Where is... Okay, let's just see what happens, huh?
Seek. What's that Zog doing out here all by himself?
Okay. Maybe he's okay. Is this the girl's lizard boyfriend or something? Let's talk. I have a feeling this could go bad.
A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either.
Scariest one is friendly, huh? Hmm.
I don't speak Zarup, but it definitely answered you.
Hmm.
I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, we're near to Hagen's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural.
Hmm. Dingen's boyfriend, maybe? So we got a fruit tree here. Grab some of this. Copper. Alright, well that's interesting. Well, I'm not gonna wake that guy up. So, he's obviously wore out and needs a nap. I'm gonna head back over this way. Can I leap across here? Okay, so there's a boat down there. Interesting. Be back here. Still don't know what this little thing on the left there is with that exclamation point.
What's the target?
See if there's anything down at this boat. Nothing to really loot or see around here. Okay, oh, what's that? Got a skeleton. I see a letter there too. Alright, let's get this stuff. Alright. Lucin. Doesn't want to be forgotten. Well, I will never forget you, Lucin. In fact, I'm gonna get your name tattooed on me when I'm done with this. Alright, let's head back up here. Sometimes there's stuff in those boxes. Alright, we got a couple of scary guys over here. These guys are respawns because I already fought them, I'm pretty sure. Let's go back to the map. Alright, let's go back over here and turn in our side quest. Alright. I don't know why it keeps telling me I have unspent attribute points. I've already spent them. We're gonna go turn this in. Did I pass her? Oh, no. Sometimes I lose sight of that little marker. No, I don't want to set up a camp. Where's the quest person at? Did I run past her? That'd be pretty silly of me if I did. Okay, upgrade armor at the workbench. This is where I wanted to go. I don't know why it had me going there.
Maybe it's superstition, but Audra like this usually marks a good spot to rest.
Heading back this way. Sorry for the backtracking here. Alright, here we go.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now.
Let's ask about that journal. There was some dirty stuff in there.
You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have admitted that. So let's try to salvage this.
You're... All right. You're not wrong. But it may be more than that. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you
I think
do
we all feel
anything
that
to
way.
find out why you're meant to be here?
No one said it. Seems number 4 seems a little pretentious if you ask me. Let's go with number 1. It's a safe bet.
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half?
The lizard
I thought
man.
if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again.
I feel like number one, I could be suggesting she die, but let's go with number two. Put the onus on her.
Well, when you put it like that, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right.
Well, I hope she doesn't turn up
I
dead
forgot.
later.
You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Alright, so that takes care of that quest. Let's see here, what did we get out of that? It was a band or something. Vindictive band. Critical hits deal poison damage. Interesting. Let's use some new gear. Alright, let's head back to... Let's head back to this area here. So I could set up a camp, get to upgrade my armor. I guess we should probably see what that process is like. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this is interesting. Kind of reminds me of like Claire Obscure. Let's see here.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails?
Wow. Yeah, I'm going with number two.
The Living Lands won't disappoint in that regard. Though the experiences on offer
Not some
here have
office
been
sissy.
the end of
At
plenty
least not
of
in the game.
intrepid sorts. What
I am in real
really
life,
want to
but not
know,
in the game.
since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the Living Lands.
Yeah, let's just come out with it.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
Yeah, I want to know this one.
Sorry. It's a rare sight, and these are strange times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
People are right up here.
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
Yep, that's my job, right?
I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think
It looks
that's
like part
why
of my
the
curtain
Clavenger
fell down. How about
accompanied
that?
your ambassador.
So my house is a little bit exposed right now, so.
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Don't want to be... What do I want to go for here? I'm kind of thinking, like, am I trying to fulfill my own wishes here, or am I just, you know, a company man, just doing what's asked of me? I think I'm gonna go for number 1 here, see how he reacts.
Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Yep, we've seen that. Fungal growths like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. Don't get me wrong, there are perfectly lovely people here, but most of us who stick around are a little odd. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Alright, let's see what we can find out about Kai now.
And I've got answers. Some of them may even be true. That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rowatayan expatriates. It really was. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah? I joined up with the Rowatayan Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago. Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins. To add they're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Juana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either. I deserted, and I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years. Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rowatayan deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew. I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough, had enough. I did. Yeah, for a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences. Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. What gave it
A
away?
lot of
My
talking
finely
in this
pointed
part.
Teeth, or the striking blue of my scales. Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rowatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
Okay.
Don't sell me short. I've also been a drifter, a middling carpenter, and a terrible card player. We should play sometime. I'll show you. Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms, battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenchers, huh?
We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
There's a lot of dialogue options here.
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that
I feel like we're getting to know Kai
place to live have
on a
shaped our people
pretty deep level
and
here.
our kingdom.
I mean, we've known him for less than an hour, and he's already just opening up to us in some significant ways.
Fertile soil, Rowatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
Okay. All right, you know, I'm kind of tired of hearing about Rawatai.
That's what I said when I left.
All right, let's talk about Dawn Shore.
I'll tell you what I can.
All right, that's it. Let's call it a night for him.
But
all right.
I'll take watch.
More unspent. Oh, there's where it is. All right, let's see here. We don't have any constitution. I feel like I should give myself a little bit of health and bleed resistance. I mean, it seems like a good idea. I'm going to do that. I mean, I'm not going to go heavy on that. I'm not a tank, but some survivability is good, right? All right, let's find this armor. So there's an enchanting station. Oh, I wonder if I can enchant my wand. So I got nothing to enchant. All right, let's find the workbench.
After your voyage, it must be nice to
Workbench. All right. upgrade. All right. Different materials, huh? Can I enchant my wand? So what do I gotta have? Softwood branch and a paradisant ladder. I got the stuff for it. So upgrade, I'll get 6 more damage on my wand. All the other stats. Oops. All the other stats look like they stay the same. So let's go for it. Yes. All right. So I don't have enough, but maybe I can disenchant some items. So I can't upgrade anything else. But what I do need to do is
Personally, I've always found the
see if I can find party stash. Okay, interesting. I have Rimmergand. All right. You know what I remembered was on our armor. I keep doing that. There was this here, and it gave me more damage reduction. But otherwise, so I'm gonna equip that. Now, I'm gonna transmogrify so I still look like that, but that robe looks kind of dumb otherwise. Do you have any gloves? I've got those equipped. Band braces, court gloves. Secondary. Oh, I see. So I could equip that as my secondary. Alright. There we go. Cool. Alright. So I've got this. What is this? Display collected totems. Mirror. You can alter my appearance, huh? I'm not gonna do that. I like the way I look. Alright, so let's see here. Interact. Rest and exit party camp. Yeah, rest until morning. Let's do that. Alright, well, we got to do some real bonding last night, didn't we, Kai? Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at our map. We've got, so we're at Dawn Shore. Okay, we're in the Living Lands is where we are. No, we're on Dawn Shore. How do we get to the Living Lands? Alright, so we got a bunch of exploring to do around here still, so that's where we gotta go. So quest-wise, we've got mapping the Living Lands, armor. Oh crap, I upgraded my weapon but not my armor. Dang it, I'll do that another time. Alright, so I think that is a solid session, if you ask me. And I understand what that thing on the left there is now for. That's for Kai, it's for the companion. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night here. And then next time, we will go ahead and pick this back up and get back on the main quest. So thank you to everybody who has jumped in here and followed me tonight, and I will see you in a week. Thanks.